Live from WTVO 17 and your home team. Eyewitness News at 6 starts now.
The annual Women's March Rockford takes steps to further women's rights. We'll show you how they celebrated this year's event.
Yours is kind of like a no-brainer. I mean, it's a remarkable story.
A local restaurant received some relief from Barstool Sports founder. We'll share more of that call in just a little bit. Former President Donald Trump may have left the office, but he's still making headlines. His second impeachment trial begins next month. Good evening, I'm Alexis Carpello. Thanks for joining us tonight. Rockford fire crews worked to put out a fire inside a home this afternoon. Here you can see the smoke coming from multiple windows of the home. It happened on Price Street, just west of Huffman Boulevard, around 2:20 this morning. No word yet on what started the fire. Earlier this morning, Rockford firefighters worked to put out another fire. Investigators say this home on School Street had a fire in the attic and second floor. It happened shortly after midnight. It took the fire crews 20 minutes to put out the fire. The cause of the fire is under investigation. No one was injured. There are about $20,000 worth of damages. Beloit police are looking to identify a pair of shoplifters. The City of Beloit Police Department posted this picture on their Facebook page. They're hoping someone can identify them. Wisconsin police are also looking for a stolen truck out of Beloit. The missing vehicle is a 2017 black Ford F-150. It happened on Maryland Parkway off of Afton Road. Between Thursday evening and early Friday morning, Town of Beloit police asked that citizens in the surrounding area check their home surveillance devices for suspicious activity. For both of those crimes, police ask anyone with information to call them. For the 5th year in a row, Women's March Rockford hosted their annual event. Our Ari Bruckman shares, although there were some changes, supporting women's rights was still top of many minds.
The Women's March Rockford and Women's March National started, this is the 5th annual march.
Women's March Rockford's event was held behind the YMCA on Y Boulevard. Due to COVID, members held a Zoom discussion for participants opting to stay home. The organization was created in 2016 as a way to advocate for women's rights. Event organizer Mary McNamara Bernston says the goal is to give more women a voice.
The work almost, once you get into it, becomes more and more and more and multiplies because more women are coming forward and telling you from their perspective what it is that they need that they're not getting from the government, from their place of work, from their healthcare facility.
Ashley Williams has been a supporter of the Women's March since its inception. She believes, as a civil rights activist, it's important to appreciate all of the women who have come before her.
For me, it's important to pay respects to all women that are encouraging other women, and that's what I want to do, encourage other women to become educated, to run for office, to do anything they really feel like they can accomplish.
McNamara Bernston hopes the sculpture dedicated to women behind the YMCA will instill belief in little girls that anything is possible.
Girls are going to be able to come down here and see faces that look like their face, faces that look like their mother's face, and say to themselves, I can do anything. If you can reach young girls at a time in their lives where you can tell them you are valued, your voice is equal to anyone else's voice, I think that you can't measure what that will do for that young woman.
Reporting in Rockford, for your home team, I'm Ari Bruckman.
A large group gathered in front of the courthouse to voice their support for the pro-life movement. This was the first ever Rockford Walk for Life. The group listened to speakers before walking through downtown Rockford streets, some holding signs saying life is beautiful and choose life. A mom and son tells us they joined the walk because of their religious beliefs.
When I was pregnant with them, the doctor immediately was like, oh, we need to reduce. And I'm like, no, we're pro-life, that's not going to happen. I'm like, is there something wrong with any of them? They're like, no. I'm like, that's a lot of kids. And I'm like, God gave us 3. We're gonna keep it and deal with what we have to deal with. But as Catholics, we believe in life and that every life is precious and everybody's made in the image and likeness of God.
Hundreds of participants showed up for today's walk. State health officials say over 5,000 additional residents test positive for COVID, including 97 more people dying. 4 of those come from the state line. In the past 24 hours, over 3,000 people statewide are in the hospital fighting the disease. The weekly statewide test positivity rate now sits at 6%. As the vaccines continue to roll out across the nation, Illinois so far has over 1.5 million doses already delivered. State health officials say over 650,000 vaccines have been administered, including well over 100,000 for long-term care facilities. Just Friday, over 41,000 doses were administered. Now here's a look at Region 1's positivity rates. Our region dropped for an average of 6.5%. Almost all counties besides Ogle, Whiteside, and Winnebago decreased. Winnebago stayed the same as yesterday at 7.5%. Ogle and Whiteside did go up. Right now, Lee County has the lowest rate at less than 1%. As we've told you, our Region 1 has been in Tier 1 mitigation since Monday. To get to Phase 4, the entire region has to have these three things: a positivity rate less than 6.5% for 3 consecutive days, 20% available ICU beds for 3 days straight, and for 7 out of 10 days, no sustained increase of people checking into the hospital with COVID-19. Now, a local restaurant got the call from Barstool Sports founder Dave Portnoy. He created a fund called the Barstool Fund aimed at helping small businesses during the COVID crisis. Right now, the fund totals nearly $30 million. Well, on Friday, he made the call to Sisters Thai Cafe on State Street. Take a listen to part of the call.
Shut up. You're lying.
I'm not lying. I'm not lying.
I'm at work. I'm a nurse. Hang on.
Can you not talk?
No, I can talk.
Anyways, got your story clearly. The video is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're so fast. I just sent that today.
We go fast. We get through them all daily and just keep going quick. Yes. And yours is kind of like a no-brainer. I mean, it's a remarkable story. So.
Oh, thank you so much for everything.
You're welcome. So.
I caught up with Megan, the owner's daughter. Hear the full story from her tonight on Eyewitness News at 9 and 10. Now, someone bought the winning ticket for the $1 billion Mega Millions jackpot. Jennifer Wilson shares a Michigan grocery store is where the winning numbers were picked.
Oh, really? Oh, that's awesome. That is so great.
Did you buy that ticket?
No, I didn't. I wish I did now. Had I known that was it, I would have bought it here.
Lori Burkhart was about to buy her Mega Millions ticket here at the Novi Kroger.
And the line was too long, and I was trying to be safe. And so I'm like, all right. So I started going to other stores. Yes, I bought my tickets somewhere else. And no, I didn't win with those.
Well, one Kroger customer here in Novi did win the third largest lottery prize in history, the $1 billion Mega Millions jackpot. Now, these big jackpots usually have multiple winners from states across the country. But this Michigan winner gets the money all to his or herself. So time to check in with your friends. They might need help spending it.
I'm just going to text them, asking them, hey, did you go in this Kroger's? Are we winners? We.
If the winner opts for the cash payout, they'll get around $730 million after taxes. That amounts to about $530 million. Still a lot of money, more than 10 times the amount the previous big winner in Michigan scored. And the many people I met who didn't win say they don't feel like losers because good fortune for one local person gives hope to all.
That's good, someone from here, from Michigan, instead of outside and then right here close to home. So that's awesome. That is so awesome.
Can you believe $1 billion winner came from right here?
I can, because we're willing to take risk here in Novi to be fortunate. And hopefully that person will be that person who also shares within the community. And I know they will, because that's what Novi does.
Former President Trump's second impeachment trial will begin the week of February 8th. We'll tell you more details of the trial next.
And snow is beginning to fall for some here in the state line to kick off what will be a snowy next few days. Find out how much we're expecting and what it could mean for your commutes early next week. Coming up in the forecast. Stay with us.
You're watching Eyewitness News, your home team, with Alexis Carpello, David Greenberg, and meteorologist Kevin Doom.
As the Senate prepares for former President Trump's second impeachment trial, a report accuses Trump of discussing plans with Justice Department officials to overturn the election while he was still in office. Here's Andrew Dimbert with the details.
The date of former President Trump's second impeachment trial is now set to begin the week of February 8th, more than a month after the violent attack on Capitol Hill.
We have to address that and make sure and never happens again.
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi will send over the article of impeachment on Monday. According to the Constitution, the Senate trial will begin at 1 p.m. the next day. Senators will still be sworn in as jurors on Tuesday, but both sides will then have 2 weeks to prepare.
During that period, the Senate will continue to do other business for the American people, such as cabinet nominations and the COVID relief bill, which would provide relief for millions of Americans who are suffering during this pandemic.
And now Trump is reportedly being accused of discussing plans with Justice Department officials to overturn the election while he was still in office. In a stunning report by the New York Times, citing unnamed sources, Trump allegedly discussed removing Acting Attorney General Jeffrey Rosen in order to execute a plan to pressure Georgia officials to flip the state's presidential election results. The man who reportedly worked on the plan, lawyer Jeffrey Clark, the Times reporting Trump allegedly mulled over whether to fire the acting AG and replace him with Clark because Rosen refused Trump's request to carry out the alleged scheme. According to the Times, Trump decided against firing Rosen only after top Justice Department officials threatened mass resignations. Clark telling the Times their report contained inaccuracies and that all of his official communications were consistent with the law. Trump declined to comment, according to the report. The latest report could have an impact on the former president's upcoming impeachment trial. Both Rosen and Clark could be called as witnesses. Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, Washington, D.C.
Now, your first warm weather forecast with meteorologist Kevin Dew.
After a sunny couple of days here in the state line, a round of snow flurries is now moving in from the west. This will likely be the first of many rounds of snow that we will see over the next several days here. The snow will continue to push in through the state line through the evening and through the overnight, as well as late as early tomorrow morning. In fact, then of course we do have a second round of snow showers that are expected early next week. This one could be much more impactful. However, this system still situated well out to our west, still in the Rockies, so it still has a long way to go before it reaches us here in the state line. Now, we don't have any watches, warnings, or advisories in effect for any of us here in the state line, but it can't say the same for those to our west or our neighbors up to our north. Either winter weather advisory up to our north and northwest, where they're expecting some very heavy snowfall through the night tonight, and winter storm watch out to our west and southwest, where they're expecting not only some snow but also some ice accumulation with this storm system that's pushing in right now. So looking ahead with our future cast, we're going to see a few scattered flurries here and there over the next several hours, pretty much through the rest of the evening hours. Now in the overnight hours of tonight, that's when we'll start to see the real widespread snowfall move on through. That's when we can start to see some of the heavier bursts of snow as well. And this widespread snow could last with us through about the first half or so of tomorrow morning. Now for mid and late morning tomorrow, that's when the snow really starts to taper off here. We could possibly see a few flurries linger on through the afternoon, but mostly we're just going to see some cloudy conditions and mostly dry conditions through the rest of the day tomorrow and even into Monday morning. But of course, as mentioned, we have a second system that is going to be coming through, which could be even more impactful than the first. This system will be moving in from the south and southwest. Will arrive here in the state line late Monday afternoon. Start off as some snowfall. In fact, that's pretty much all we're going to see here in the state line, just precipitation in the fashion of snow. The real widespread snow then going to arrive by the latter part of Monday evening. Continue to move on through the night and through the first half of Tuesday as well. Won't be till about Tuesday afternoon when we start seeing that snow really start to taper off here. Now let's look at what models are thinking for both rounds of snow. So this first one that we're starting to see push in right now, we're seeing anywhere from around a half an inch to about 2 inches with computer models. I'm thinking we're going to see anywhere from around 1 to 1.5 inches here in the Rockford area. A little bit less in areas down to our south and southeast, and a little bit more in areas out to our west and up to our northwest. Shouldn't really see much more than maybe 2 inches anywhere here in the state line. But now looking ahead through Tuesday, if you were with us yesterday, we showed you sort of the track of the storm system, or at least what models were thinking then, but we said that things were still very uncertain with that second storm system. The track of that storm, it could push anywhere further northward or further southward, and that will greatly impact our snow totals, and that's exactly what we're seeing here. You can see the GFS model, the global model, has that track still sitting a little bit further to our south, whereas the European model all the way here on the left, you can obviously has this getting some heavier snowfall, has that track pushing a little bit further north, has this getting a lot more snowfall. So here's what models are thinking. This is the North American model. This also pushed the track of the heaviest snowfall a little bit further northward, but it's still mostly confined in areas down to our south. Here's the model that we just saw having us get 9 or 10 inches. You can see that swath of heavy snowfall moving moving right across the state line. And as we mentioned earlier, this is really still very far off here, so things could change between now and then. Very tight gradients and snow totals mean that any little shift in the track of that storm could have a big impact on our snow totals. So here's a live look over downtown Rockford. Using our Merciel Skytrack, the snow is just starting to move in here, as we saw with our radar. Temperatures right now in the upper teens and lower 20s. Wind chills down in the lower teens through the night tonight. Temperatures dropping into the lower 20s. We're going to hang on to that snowfall through the night and through the first half of tomorrow or so. Temperatures in the lower 30s. We're expecting at least a chance of snow every day between now and through Wednesday as well. Should wrap up the work week with a little bit more sunshine, dry conditions. Chance of rain, however, will kick off next weekend. Alexis?
Now, the Nicholson Sports Desk with David Greenberg.
Well, this is the first Saturday in, I can't even remember that we haven't had any football, so that's where I come in. Thankfully, we won't be without it for long, as tomorrow is championship weekend in the NFL. Tomorrow, 43-year-old Tom Brady and 37-year-old Aaron Rodgers will meet for the first time on opposing sidelines in the postseason. As I said, we've never seen these two quarterbacks go at it in the playoffs, but my prediction is they'll make it worth the wait. Like a couple of fine wines, these two have gotten better with age. That comes with years and years of reps, something Rodgers and his go-to target Davante Adams have had plenty of.
Davante has talked about at times remembering things from previous games all the way back to 2014 that we had talked about or signaled or gone over that has helped him in the moments or helped him when I give him, an old signal. I look around and there's not many guys who know kind of the old kind of language of signals. So him and I sometimes have our own stuff that kind of only him and I know because the signals that were used in the old offense.
This is the definition of a can't-miss matchup. That's why tomorrow at 2 p.m. you're going to head on over to our sister station, Fox 39, for this one. Well, from one of the oldest quarterback postseason battles in the NFC to one of the youngest in the AFC. 24-year-old Josh Allen and 25-year-old Patrick Mahomes will go at it from Kansas City. Yesterday, Mahomes was cleared from concussion protocol and is reportedly good to go. The Chiefs have been here the last 3 years. For the Bills, this is their first appearance since 1993. Bills head coach Doug McDermott said even though they're underdogs, they're ready for this moment.
We're extremely grateful to be in this situation and have this opportunity. We've earned it. And that's what you do. You work hard and do the best job you can, and that's what we plan on doing this weekend.
The Blackhawks picked up their first win of the season last night in a 4-1 victory over the Detroit Red Wings. Former Ice Hog Kevin Lankinen got the start in net and saved 30 of 31 shots he faced all night. Afterwards, he talked about how much it meant to pick up his first career win on their home ice.
Friday night in Chicago. Home opener at the United Center, get your first NHL win. I mean, only the fans were missing. That sucks, but other than that, feels awesome.
Yeah, I thought he was really good, very controlled, made some big saves for us. Of course, he was solid for us, and he felt confident with him there.